The question of Jeff Sessions' meetings with Russian officials. Kislyak, the ambassador, obviously one of the biggest ones, but there were a number of other possible meetings that he had to talk about. Here he is speaking with Senator Burr.
From your testimony, you said you don't remember whether Ambassador Kislyak was there, the Russian ambassador. Is that correct?
I did not remember that. I did not remember that, but I understand he was there. So I don't doubt that he was. I believe that representations are correct. In fact, I recently saw a video of him coming into the room.
But you never remember having a conversation or a meeting with Ambassador Kislyak?
So that was just one of many things that he doesn't quite recall. I love that. Nobody says anything about can't quite recall unless they're speaking to Congress and they're hiding something. Nobody uses that in regular speech.
It's weird. There's the defense, an ongoing defense that certain people in government, he was a senator, and they always have conversations with foreign leaders or foreign ambassadors, Kislyak, or people that are involved in different things, and they'll all be in a room speaking, and it's a very necessary thing. Fine, whatever, right? It happens across all lines, across all political parties. But the thing is, after you do, if you have a reason to speak to somebody, don't you have a reason, even if it's not nefarious, if it's a real good reason, you're trying to advance America's cause in the world, you'd brag about that, right? But you don't remember? You remember something, whether or not it's good or bad. You should remember whether or not you've had a conversation with a world leader and their influence and our influence in the world. But just, so why do you have these meetings if you don't remember them being there or what the hell you talked about?
Yeah, and look, he's gonna say, as you say, he meets lots of people. And I'm sure that he does meet a lot of people now and then. But this isn't just any ambassador, this is the ambassador to Russia. And it's not just that we're talking now about the possibility that Russia was massively involved in trying to influence the election. We were talking about it then. Yeah. You don't meet with the ambassador of a country that we're concerned is tampering with our election at that time, and it just, in one ear, out the other. That's not how memory works, okay? Some things stand out. And the fact that you're talking to the ambassador to one of our chief rivals who's at that time involved in a campaign to influence our election, of course you remember that. And look, the fact that he lied about it in his Senate hearings is another good reason that he should have never, in his hearings to become the AG, another good reason he should have never actually gotten the position. And Tom Cotton said, basically, that unless spycraft looks like it does in a Jason Bourne movie, nothing could actually be up. That it has to look like a spy novel or a spy movie. It's a ridiculous aside. And at the end of the day, I don't even know the meetings with Kislyak. Do I think that Kislyak talked to Sessions after his speech at the RNC and said something incredibly damning? Probably not, and I have no idea. But it is incredibly suspicious that everyone in Trump's orbit had repeated contacts with Russian officials and businessmen, and all of them, when it comes time to write down on an official form who you met with, they all suspiciously forget about it, whether they're old men like Jeff Sessions or Jared Kushner. When it comes time to get their security clearances or to get a position in government, they all universally forget about those meetings. That's incredibly suspicious.
You don't like ads? Well, I hear you, brother. Did you know that you can become a Young Turks member, get the full 2-hour show every day on demand, plus so many other network shows, all ad-free for just $10 a month? Give it a shot right now, TYTnetwork.com/join.